Hey there, teachers. Imagine a membership site that gives you everything you need to create impactful literacy lessons all in one place. That's exactly what you get with the Colorful Literacy Toolkit. Especially when it comes to word-level work like phonics and morphology instruction, this toolkit has you covered. It's packed with science of reading aligned resources and activities that make your small group table come alive, helping every student break down words with confidence. And the best part? Doors are now open for a limited time and you can become a founding member. Head over to michelleandthecolorfulclassroom.com to take a look at what's inside. Your best year in literacy is just a click away. Check it out. You're listening to episode 2 of Literacy in Color. We are kicking off this Literacy in Color podcast with a bang because for the next several weeks, I'm going to be releasing 2 episodes a week. And the second episode is a bonus episode all about coaching. This bonus series is called Coaching Conversations. So I hope you find this series helpful and tune in each week to get some coaching-related advice. Welcome to the Literacy in Color podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Sullivan, a science of reading advocate with over a decade of experience as a reading interventionist and literacy coach. I'm passionate about making evidence-based instruction both effective and engaging. If you're interested in captivating our learners on reading fluently and understanding language, or as I like to call it, keeping it colorful, then you've found the right place. Each week, we'll explore intriguing lit bits and practical strategies around the science of reading and structured literacy to help you be colorful and teach colorfully. Are you ready to bring literacy to life? Let's color outside the lines and make an impact together. Hey everyone, welcome to our Coaching Conversations bonus series. I'm so excited you're here. And if you're a literacy coach, aspiring to become one, or even a teacher wondering how to make the most of the coaches in your building, you're in the right place. Administrators, this one's for you too. Literacy coaching is an incredibly impactful role, but it comes with unique challenges, especially in navigating the ever-expanding world of the science of reading research. But in this episode, Coaching with Heart, I'm going to share 3 essential tips to help you succeed as a literacy coach. These aren't just strategies for helping teachers implement evidence-based instruction. It's about leading with heart, building relationships, and fostering a culture of growth and support within your school. Whether you're already in the thick of coaching or just starting out, my goal is to help you feel confident, effective, and prepared for the incredible impact you can have. So let's dive into 3 ways you can coach with heart and make a lasting difference. Tip number 1, be approachable. Approachability is everything. Believe it or not, your personality is even more important than your content knowledge. I said it. No matter how much you know, no one wants to be coached by someone who comes across as highly critical, judgmental, or acts like a know-it-all. The key to building trust is being warm, inviting, and approachable. Teachers are professionals, but let's face it, asking for help can feel vulnerable, especially when you're an adult who's used to being in control of your own classroom. If teachers don't feel comfortable coming to you with questions or struggles, your expertise won't even make it to the table. So think of yourself as a safe space for growth. Smile, listen without judgment, and let them know that you're on their team. Personally, I have always been that happy-go-lucky teacher who always had a smile plastered on my face. And I had the unique experience of becoming a coach in the school I was already working in. People knew me, but more importantly, they knew that they could trust me. And thankfully, I had the know-like trust factor with teachers, and administrators. And I'm not saying that to be an effective coach, you need to be some kind of bubbly, positive Polly all the time. Be authentically you. But think about what it means to be approachable. Now, it's not always the case where you become a coach in a school where all the teachers already know you. Sometimes you become a coach in a different building, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. There's actually definitely pros and cons to both scenarios. And sometimes you even begin coaching in a brand new school district. The last thing you want to do is lock yourself up in your office or walk into classrooms with a stern face. Eat lunch with the teachers. Pop into classrooms and check in on people. Ask teachers what they need. Small gestures that show you care go a long way, and it shows teachers that you're someone that they can turn to. Tip number 2, ask teachers what they want to be coached on. This one is huge and made one of the biggest impacts on my coaching journey. Let me paint a scenario that for some of you, especially the moms out there, might resonate with. Imagine you have a newborn baby who's crying, and suddenly everyone around you starts offering unsolicited advice. You're holding the baby wrong. Try burping her this way. She really should be swaddled. Or better yet, why isn't she wearing socks? Don't rock her that way. Sway her like this. What does this do? Well, 9 times out of 10, it angers and frustrates the mom. And the key word here is the advice was unsolicited. If the mom asks for help, that's a different story. If she does not, the advice is not wanted. Now take that same concept and apply it to coaching. Even with the best intentions, if you walk into a classroom and start rattling off the things that teachers could quote unquote fix, it's going to come off as judgmental or nitpicky. No one is perfect, not even the most experienced teachers, and not even the coach. Teachers are under enough pressure, and they already receive observations from their administrators. That's not your job. Your job is to work with the teachers, help them hone in on their craft, and ultimately, it's for the sake of seeing better student performance and engagement. So that's why it's so important to consult with teachers before diving into a coaching session. Ask them what they want your focus to be. Maybe they're looking for feedback on their pacing or for the way that they're delivering student feedback. By aligning with their needs, you're offering support that feels collaborative rather than critical. Tip number 3, respect confidentiality. As a literacy coach, it's crucial to understand that you are not an administrator. Your role is non-evaluative. And while you might come into classrooms to observe, it's not a formal observation, and teachers should never feel like they're being judged or assessed. It should feel so non-threatening. One of the most important aspects of coaching is trust, and that trust hinges on confidentiality. Teachers need to feel confident that what they share with you, whether it's challenges, concerns, or teaching practices, won't be reported to others, especially administrators, without their consent. Your role is to support and guide and help them grow, not to critique or evaluate their performance. So by maintaining confidentiality, you build a safe, supportive environment where real growth can happen. Sometimes if a teacher has been doing really wonderful work though, implementing something that we've been working on together, what I will do is say, oh my gosh, do you want me to drop a shout out to the principal about this amazing work you've been doing? So notice, first, I ask for permission, even for the positive. And 9 times out of 10, maybe 10 times out of 10, they say, of course. And so many times we talk about bucket fillers for students, but this positive praise with permission can totally make a teacher's day. And it gives administrators an insight on the successful coaching work that you've been doing. But always, always, always ask. So just to recap, coaching with heart. To be an effective literacy coach, remember these 3 key tips. Be approachable, Be warm, inviting, non-judgmental. Building trust is more important than showing off your knowledge. Tip 2, ask what teachers want to be coached on. Coaching should feel collaborative, not critical. Consult with teachers and tailor your support based on their needs. And 3, respect confidentiality. Coaches are non-evaluative, and teachers need to trust that what happens in coaching stays in coaching, unless they give permission to share. And no one's going to Vegas. I hope these tips resonate with you on your coaching journey. And I do have a coaching menu freebie that I'll link in the show notes that can help you help your teachers with a slew of potential ways you can offer coaching support. Be sure to stick around because I have some fabulous guest interviews with some pretty stellar literacy coaches in the field, sharing their experiences and expertise. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning into Literacy in Color. I hope today's episode left you feeling both inspired and equipped with something new to add to your teaching toolkit. If you're enjoying this podcast, it would truly mean so much to me if you'd leave a 5-star review. It helps other educators find the show and join our colorful community. And don't forget to hit the follow or subscribe button so you never miss an episode. For more tips, tools, and resources, be sure to check out the links in the show notes at michelleandthecolorfulclassroom.com. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you next week. Until then, be colorful and teach colorfully.